Hello beautiful people, how are you? I'm recording today's tiny drop of wisdom just on the banks of Lac des Vosges, so I apologise if there's any background noise. It's people having fun in the summer. And that brings me on to the subject of today. If you watch the news, life is so serious. If you look around, a lot of people really take themselves incredibly seriously. Sometimes we're guilty ourselves of being too focused on our jobs, too focused on our relationships, too focused on even our spiritual journey. So much so that sometimes we can forget that we're here to have a little bit of fun. Yes, there's some serious lessons to learn, I don't doubt that. And yes, we need to learn them to kind of graduate, to evolve, to take the curriculum and pass it in a spiritual sense. But at the same time, Ram Dass regularly talked about that cosmic giggle and how vital it was to do everything with that little bit of an edge, that kind of bit of a joke, Have a bit of fun, let go. I read a quote today by the musician Van Morrison, and he said, "Smell the sea, feel the sky, let your soul and spirit fly." And he's not wrong. And today I also went and did a few lengths at the local swimming pool as part of my exercise for the day. And I was looking around and all these kids are on holiday and they're not talking about the coronavirus. They're not talking about all the deaths. They're not talking about all the sadness and all the restrictions in life. They're making that noise. You know that noise you hear when you're on a beach, on a playground, in a place where people are just free. And the noise they make is just like honey on the ears. It's so beautiful. And it just made me smile inside. It reminded me that life is not so serious. That, yes, we might have a journey to go on, but my goodness, let's have fun along the way. And all my favourite songs are songs that have that kind of angle, whether it's Bob Marley or it's the Beatles. And all my favourite things in life are about having fun. And the reason I wanted to bring this up was because I spoke to a few of my friends today. I'm often the person in my group that people come to for relationship advice. I've always seemed to be that person. I'm not sure why, really. They come to me and they tell me about their problems with their partners, and all of them are in lovely relationships with beautiful, beautiful souls, and they're all beautiful souls themselves. And they all came to me with different issues, but ultimately coming down to the same thing. One of them came to me and said that he's writing a book, and it's a beautiful book. I've had the honour of reading it. It's not published yet, but the book is about something that he's incredibly passionate about. And his wife loves him dearly. I spend a lot of time with this family, and they're probably one of the most beautiful relationships I've ever seen. They seem to do anything for each other. They can never go far enough to help each other out. And they're one of those families who really work as a unit. It's all about one big, happy family. But his major issue is that as much as his wife is part of this incredible team and this incredible unit they've got, that his one major passion, which is this incredible book that he's been writing, and he's so driven to be an author and someone who inspires people all over the world. But his wife hasn't even read it. He's printed it out for her. And she got caught up in that classic trap of doing things around the house, making sure jobs are done, everything else except show interest in this one thing that is basically the thing that drives him more than anything in life apart from his family. And that is making a career as an author, making a career and developing this book into his lifetime achievement so it can inspire people, so he can go on tours around the country he lives in to inspire people. And I spoke to another friend, and he has another beautiful wife, and again, they get on very well. It's a fantastic relationship in many senses. But one of his major priorities in life is tactility, being close, the physical part of the relationship. It's not his top priority, but it is a really important thing for him. And even though his wife will tell you she loves him, and she does, for some reason the physical part of the relationship has completely died. And he can't really put his finger on exactly why it is. But it's such a shame that this person that we love more than anyone else in the world, the person that becomes our best friend, the person that is our confidant, the person that stands by us, supports us, knows us better than anyone else on the planet. Sometimes it gets to a point where they can't show their physical affection for the other person, or they can't show their appreciation, or they forget to show an interest in the most important thing in our life. And the final person I've spoken to was saying how his partner has forgotten how to have fun. They used to have so much fun, and his favourite part of the relationship was just acting stupid, was just letting go and having fun and dancing with her and smiling with her, making jokes with her. Now, this is not a load of diatribe for men against women. It's just that a lot of my close friends are male. But it's just really sad that I've spoken to 3 dear friends, three beautiful people, 3 people in wonderful relationships with fantastic partners. And all 3 of them have got major issues with different parts of their relationship. Having fun is so important. Having a physical relationship with someone can be so crucial to keeping that beautiful intimacy. And sharing our greatest passion or showing interest in our greatest passions in life is absolutely vital for a relationship to thrive. And it made me think a little bit about what are our priorities in life and how relationships fit into these priorities. Kalu Rinpoche said that you've got 3 things to do in this lifetime. First is to remember your guru. Now, that doesn't mean you have to have a guru, as in a person sat in a cave in India meditating as we speak. No, our guru is our heart, connecting with that eagle, connecting with that satellite, that passion, that love, that oneness. The second priority, he said, was to deepen our emptiness, to clear ourselves out of all the little voices and of all the conditioning that we've had over the years, so we can start from scratch again. We can sit on that mountain and be completely on our own to love ourselves and not mull over issues and problems that we've built up in life. And our third priority is to deepen our compassion, to not judge people, to not have any attachments, and just literally to send love to everything we see, even if we disagree with it, even if we think it's the most opposite thing that we'd want to do in our life, even if it's completely non-spiritual. If we can just send love to that person, be compassionate, come from that place of the heart, forgive and have gratitude for just being in this life, then that is what we have to do. And how does that fit in with relationships? Well, that is relationships. Our guru is our hearts, and our relationships come from the heart, from a space of love, from a place of passion, from a place of forgiveness, from a place of embracing every other human being on this planet, and more than anyone, the person who's closest to us. To deepen our emptiness, to forget all those issues we've had in the relationships, to forget the argument that we had 4 years ago, or that time that you did this and that time that I did that and you ended up reacting like this. No, we just lose all that. We drop it. We send love to it and we deepen our emptiness so that we don't have any judgment. We have no reasons and lists to hate people or to fight back at people, or that we can use as weapons next time this thing happens. The emptier we are, the more love we can have. And finally, deepening our compassion. Well, again, that is the ultimate thing in a relationship. When someone does something which we don't really think is right, we've just got to send them love. We've got to be compassionate. We've got to give them forgiveness. We've got to give them gratitude for being in our lives. And ultimately, when we go through problems, we've got to find that joy. And remember the person that we fell in love with. Remember the person who we stared at across the town, across the bar, across the school classroom, wherever it was we met this person, and reconnect with that absolute incredible passion and love. Those eyes that we looked through back then are still there, they're still in us, and the beauty that they had has not gone away. We're just seeing them from a different angle behind the list. So if we can empty ourselves, if we can look at everything with those compassionate eyes, and if we can always listen to our guru, listen to our heart, listen to that eagle space, and not get caught up in the busyness, not get caught up in the stress, not get caught up in the mind games, then we can always be in wonderful, beautiful relationships, and we can always see the love, because love can be seen so more easily when we come from a place of complete transparency, from a place of love, from a place of courage, of willingness to always share, a willingness to always show an interest in everything about that person, because ultimately that person is a reflection of us. And of course, always remember to have fun and to smile, even through the horrible things, even through the stupid things, even through the painful things, and even through the things which perhaps aren't even meant to be much fun. Because everything can be fun if we are with the people we love and if we come from a space of love. So, I have to be careful now because a yoga class has just started right next to me, so I can't talk too loud. So I'll whisper my way out of this. But thank you so much for listening. And I hope this doesn't come across as a piece of judgment, because it really isn't. It just felt like it was a reminder to me of how we need to remember how to have fun in life, but also remember to listen to people when they're passionate about something, and not forget that that person who's absolutely the most close person to us on the planet is also one of the most important people. And it's very easy to forget when you live with someone and get caught up in all the busyness of life. It's so easy to forget that this person needs hugs, this person needs love, this person needs to be listened to, this person wants to talk about their deepest passion with you at all times, because you're their best friend, you're their closest thing on the planet. And ultimately, they are you, and you are them. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for being you. Thank you for following the Sacred Pause. It's an honour to walk among you in love and peace. From the lake in Devon-les-Bains, Peter, thank you. Namaste.